ladies and gentlemen, just because of popular demand and the public outcry, we are officially changing the name of the show. And the pre-show post of the day goes to Rags for saying, I want my stud nuts. By the way, there's no prize for the pre-show post of the day. It's just the honor of being selected. Today, I select you, Rags. You want your stud nuts? You got stud nuts right here. Listen, Tony, we're going to change the name of the show from Polymax Particles to Polymax Stud Nuts. And I think today's the first show of our new chapter as the voyage continues. Bro, I'm telling you, Tony, the stud nuts thing is taking off like wildfire. I've been called stud nuts double digits over the last 24 hours by people close to me, strangers. I don't even know them. And it all comes, and I'm honored because it came from Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick. He's the guy that goes, hey, can I call you stud nuts? I was like, absolutely. You can definitely call me stud nuts. And then he goes, doesn't everybody already call you stud nuts? And I was like, well, only on my better days. And he was like, well, this is one of those days. And we were just firing riffs, Tony, back and forth. I was really missing you. I wish Tony was. I love Tony. He's been on my hip at so many shows. Mm-hmm. And I did a bang, bang double play this weekend, Cheap Trick and The Who. And one final thing before I say hello to Tony is that I tried to do some VIP content last night. I had technical problems. I couldn't get it to happen, but I haven't forgotten. I plan on serving up a couple of videos for the VIPs. Tony, we'll shoot those tomorrow because I'm going to see Tony and he can help me out because I just couldn't get it done last night. But anyway, Tony, Stud Nuts reporting for service. I'm at your disposal. What can I do for you today? Stud Nuts out.
I don't even know how to respond except for just pure joy and appreciation for Rick Nielsen for basically I don't know, giving us content and giving us a name to call you for the rest of the duration of this show.
Yeah, I don't know what is more important, writings were. I want you to want me or naming me Stud Nuts. I don't know which is the finer moment in his career, you know?
We might have to write a song about stud nuts and maybe make a fictitious character named Stud Nuts. It's unbelievable that he just off the top of his head said, yeah, can I call you Stud Nuts?
First thing he said to me, that was my friend Vicky goes, Rick, this is my friend Paulie. And he goes, oh, can I call you Stud Nuts? And he's got that little gleam in his eye. Like Rick Nielsen's always been like kind of a deranged, like cartoon character kind of guy. And but he's a sweetheart. They were all super nice guys. But anyway, the Stud Nuts thing is taking off like wildfire. I can't stop it, whether I want to or not, Tony.
Dude, I love it. And keep it going, man. And by the way, right out of the gates, we don't need no stinking badges is a super. And Greg says stud nuts versus corn nuts. What's harder? I got to be honest. I got to go corn nuts there, dude, because I've almost broken a tooth. On corn nuts.
You're rolling the dice, bro. When you get a bag of corn nuts, you're rolling the freaking dice. And generally, you're not really eating corn nuts unless it's like 2 a.m. and you're at 7-Eleven. Maybe you're baked. You know what I mean? Maybe you're on your way home. Hey, Uber driver, stop here. I got to run in and grab some corn nuts. You know what I mean? I'll eat some corn nuts, but it's been a while. Maybe my corn nuts days are over the more I think about it, because you're right. There's a lot of danger involved, dude. Chip and tea. Good thing we have Dr. Young as a sponsor. You know what I mean? I had a corn nuts mishap. Sorry, I need you to take a look at my teeth.
We're going to get to Dr. Young in a little bit, but you just reminded me when you said if you're baked, you reminded me of something that happened last night. I went to the Giants game with my kids and my friend James Hanna, my friend Pete Cruz and their kids. And we took the train up, and then it was great. It was the Giants, hell of a ball game, back and forth. But as we're walking from the train to the ballpark, my son sees somebody who just looks intoxicated. And I just hear him say to himself, oh, geez, that guy looks like he's on something. And I go, oh, what did you just say?
Yeah, well, it's starting. What is he, 12 now? How old is he?
He's 11 and a half.
Yeah, he's going to be kicking in soon. Those kind of riffs are going to start coming. Yeah, I love it. He looks like he's on something, Dad. Go ahead. What did you say?
I go, what do you mean on something? And he looks at me and goes, and he
dude, no, he didn't. Did he?
Yes.
Did he? Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh, God. Here we go, man. Here we go. So anyways, you reminded me of that little vignette from last night. It was really funny. I'm like,
I remember. So Tony, when I used to take Tommy to a lot of concerts. My oldest son, Tommy's 23 now, but when he was a little kid, I took him to see Paul McCartney. Mm-hmm. I took him to see Rush. I took him to see Kiss. These are bands that he was into back then. And I think it was the Metallica show. I took him to a Metallica gig, and he was a little kid. You know, he's like 10 years old. And people are firing up Jays all over the place. And my dad and Tommy was like, Dad, he's like, what is that? And I'm like, because he could smell it. And I'm like, well, that's marijuana. That's, a lot of people do that at concerts. I'm just trying to tell him, like, get ready. This is what you're going to when you go see live music. It's very common. And I'm like, yeah, that's marijuana. It's okay. People choose to do that at shows. And Tommy's like, are we going to be okay? I'm like, yeah, we're going to be fine, dude. We're going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, dude, they start to become aware. They start to become aware with those type of observations right around that age, 11, 12, by 13, watch out.
Yeah.
A bunch of Jim Carrolls running around,
Just the phrase, though, on something just really got me. I'm like, okay, here we go, man. So, but I will say, can I say before we get into anything, Paulie, the Giants franchise is probably the luckiest franchise in all of baseball, maybe all of sports, for the loyalty
unbelievable
of the fan base. Because
dude, you know what? They should win the Willie Mack Award this year. The fan base. I'm not kidding. I agree with you.
I was stunned at how many people were there last night. I mean, I would say, I don't know the official attendance. I should look it up, but I don't know. I would say probably 25,000 on a Monday night against the Cardinals in a meaningless game.
Yeah.
Like, I was stunned, and it ended up being a good game, and the Giants lost 6-5. But it was just like, wow, look at the people turning out. Dude, Caltrain was packed going up to the game. And I'm like, these fans, so tip of the cap to Giants fans all over the Bay Area, man. I hope Giants brass, Buster Posey, Larry Bear, all the, that they realize, and I'm sure they do, how fortunate they are to have this fan base, because, man, subpar season, no playoffs, and you're getting that crowd on a Monday night. I was floored.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. Now, this has not always been the case in San Francisco. When I was a kid going to games at Candlestick, it was not uncommon to be sitting there in crowds of, I'm not making this up, 5,000 or fewer. I'm dead serious. It was bad in the 70s. And Tony's right. I mean, the fans, the fact that they still come out in the numbers they're coming out in it's blown me away. 31,000 last night, 31,000. Don Peralta just confirming that. So that's a big crowd, dude, for what's essentially a meaningless game at this point. Giants they're done. I mean, they're freaking done. They're and tell me about Verlander. Now, I got to be honest. I was watching the Lions game last night. I didn't see Verlander's. I didn't see his work last night. I know he had a rough start though. What was going on with him?
Well, first of all, we're declaring right now that when we're not rooting for the Niners, we are all aboard the Lions bandwagon. Can we just declare that now?
What a big win for them, too, dude. Going into the bullies in Baltimore and just basically punching them right in the nose. I have a lot to say about this game. We will talk about it. And by the way, to set the show up, we haven't done that. Our friend Lo Stee is going to join us at 11:30 today. I do want to set up the San Francisco Food Bank Fund Drive. I'm going to launch that thing tomorrow night on the night flight. We'll just do 3 days of fundraising. If you guys can make a donation, the San Francisco Marin County Food Bank is going to match it. So let's come strong. Maybe everybody throw in a 5. You know what I mean? And that'll just think about it like this. If we have an opportunity to help people that are literally starving, count me in for that, dude. I'm in. I want to help. So we'll do that tomorrow night. Low Stee at 11:30, Tony. Sorry. And also, real quick, hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello, X people. Hello, Instagram people. And, of course, our good friends on Cron 4 Plus app, the streaming app. You can check us out on Roku and Apple TV. We're all over the place there, Tony. And 11:30 p.m. streaming brand new episodes of PMP every night until we change the name to Stud Nuts. But for now, it's PMP. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes. Don't forget the Amazon Fire Stick as well on your smart TV, the Cron 4 Plus app. So stoked to be partners with them and Chris Flynn, the general manager, who it was his idea to bring us aboard, and so we love it. And we're gonna have some stuff cooking through the Cron 4 Plus app coming up soon, and through the 49ers and NFL season. Looking forward to that because, dude, NFL is freaking king. NFL is just freaking.
Well, that's all the evidence you need is I didn't even look at the Giants. I mean, I did. I checked in for a couple of pitches here and there, but I was totally dedicated to football. Hey, my first time going into the comments tonight, Keep Stella Blue.
Yes.
He says, Tony's look vote, Frosted Flakes. I'm not sure. Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying that. And by the way, great handle. Keep Stella Blue, bro. I'm all over that. Stella Blue. Tony, he's calling out your poncho, and I think he's saying you're flashing a Tony the Tiger vibe, like those stripes. I dig that. Good eye, good artistic eye. Keep Stella Blue. I like what you're saying,
dude. I love it. Not your mystic eyes, but your artistic eyes. And sorry for those. I mean, it's one of my favorite Keith songs. But
who?
I'm sorry, Tom Petty. Sorry.
Well, not Tom Petty. You know who's that's actually a Van Morrison song. He was with
But my version that I love so much is the
100%.
Petty version. If you haven't heard it, go look it up. It's freaking
dude.
amazing.
It's amazing. And he has, I know exactly the version and that's the version I like too. But it's like an old Van Morrison song that Tom Petty covered. And dude, the version you're talking about, it's on that box set, and it was recorded at the Greek Theater in Berkeley.
Yep.
And dude, in the middle, there's like a breakdown, and he just starts talking to the crowd, and he goes, "This is the thing. I got goosebumps when I heard this." He goes, "Wouldn't it be great?" He starts talking to the audience. He's like, "Wouldn't it be great if just for one moment everything was all right?" And everyone's like, if everything was all right. I mean, it's just like, it's very powerful when you hear it. And Tony, great call, dude. Mystic Eyes all damn day. All damn day, Mystic Eyes.
And by the way, keep Stella Blue. Go with what you want. If you want to go Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes or go with Joe Burrow Frosted Tips, either one. Go with it. I'm down with either. And I'm down with you, keep Stella Blue. So thank you. And also Escobar is a super. Escobar, you're on fire with the supers, dude. Thank you so much for the support. He says, I know it's not a Wednesday night flight, but enjoying the gold bar, drinking the baseball season away, and working from home. Dude, tip of the cap right there, Escobar. You know how to get it done, man.
I was telling Tony I'd tip my cap, but I don't have one anymore. Dude, we have a crisis over here in the PMP community. I have lost the only hat I've ever loved. Truly, the only hat I've ever. I'm not really a big hat guy. The one hat I loved was my Canyon Inn 49ers hat. Bro, it's gone. I don't know. And I'm furious at myself. I can't find it. I'm upset. I feel like I'm missing a family member. So anyway, I would tip my cap to you, but I don't have one. Hey, by the way,
and he's gone. Instead of he's gone, it's gone. Steal the cap right off your head. Okay.
It's gone. It's gone. Gone. Ain't nothing gonna bring my cap back. Yeah. My cap's gone. Boom, boom. All right, Tony. Also, should we give some love to Dr. Matt Young? We probably should. It's time. No,
not yet, Paulie.
Okay. Sorry. Yes.
Giants baseball. You asked about Verlander, dude. He didn't have it last night.
Yeah.
I think he gave up 10 hits in four and a third. They were jumping on his first pitch and lacing him. So it was one of those off. He just had an off night, man.
Where were you sitting in the yard, by the way? Where were you? Where were your seats?
So shout out to my friend Pete Cruz. His law firm.
Sorry, Tony. You know how I like to play the game. I hear a name. Too. I got to ask multiple questions about Pete Cruz. First of all, any relation to Pablo? Second of all, and now, bro, if you're with me on this, I'll be thrilled. Going back to the 70s on this one. Any relation to Pablo Cruz, and any relation, Tony, to Heidi Cruz, bro? Heidi Cruz. You with me on Heidi Cruz? Who's with me on Heidi Cruz? All right. Houston Astros. Yeah. Go ahead, T. Yeah, Heidi Cruz, Tony.
He's not related to Heidi Cruz, Pablo Cruz, or Jose Cruz, former Giant. Jose Cruz Jr. But anyways, Pete Cruz, his company, his work has tickets in the 415. So we sat in the 415, and it was actually awesome. You're by the visitor bullpen. The kids can roam down below and play skee ball.
Let them roam. Yeah, they're better because they can't sit still for 9 innings. Let them roam. Yeah.
Dude, they were going to the slide. They went to Ghirardelli. They were having a ball. Yeah. And they were also like checking out the game too. And they got on the jump.
Well, you know what's nice about that? You take the kids off the leash. Yeah, go down the slide a few times, and that gives dad an opportunity to maybe have a cold beer and relax for 5 minutes. You know, but you got 5. That's all. Yeah,
that gives all 3 of us dads to go up to the bar and have a shot of some nice good tequila.
I'm afraid to even ask what they're charging you for a shot. Let me guess. Let me see if I can guess. 1 shot of tequila at the ballpark. I mean, I'm probably going 35 on that bad boy. What are we talking?
I don't know, because it was my friend James Hanna is the one who bought the round, but I will
cost him a few $100 for like 4 shots. Yeah,
I will tell you this, Paulie. I took my kids and a couple other kids to the concession stand to get a bite.
I hope you had your Amex Gold card with you, buddy.
It was $92, and I got, I don't know, 2 Powerades and a water, 2 pretzels, and 2 orders of chicken nuggets. And
that's not bad, actually. That's all things considered. That's not bad.
This, dude. For 1 order of chicken tenders and fries, 1 thing of like 3 tenders and French fries.
Go ahead.
$19.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Try this on for size. Let's volley back and forth. Try this on for size. I'm down at Shoreline Amphitheater seeing the Who on Sunday. Tremendous show. Shout out to Miriam, my seatmate over there. She won the tickets. Bro, at one point, because Drutzy bought some food, my buddy, before the show. So we're eating some food. I go, you know what? Let me go buy. Let me treat us to a couple of beers. Tony, 2 beers. You ready? 2 of them. That's it. 2 cans of beer. $44.
Oh,
44 for 2, bro. For freaking 2. I could buy a quarter keg for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me 2 beers. Here's a 50. Here's a freaking 50. And I don't even get 10 back. It was nuts. Yeah.
It's bonkers. It's funny because we started to explain to the kids, hey, when you have all these salaries to pay, how do you think they pay the salaries?
You keep eating those nuggets. You want Devers to stay, keep eating nuggets. Buy some more Ghirardelli, man. Yeah.
Exactly. So anyways, Devers went deep last night. It was great. It's good to see Eldridge in action. And Pat Bailey had a good night at the plate. Ramos had a good night at the plate. But hey, Ramos, this offseason.
Oh, dude, learn how to run the bags, right? Yeah, I saw that. That was messy. Come on, man.
Just spend the entire offseason watching base running instructional.
It's a team-wide thing, dude. Their base running has been atrocious this year. They have had so many mishaps.
But Ramos is he's
the biggest culprit. He's bumbling around out there like he doesn't know what's going on. I know, it bums me out.
Right. So anyways, it was figure it out, Ramos, because I like Ramos. I do. And this kid Gilbert playing center field, my God, he is a jackrabbit out there. So no Jung Hoo Lee. So it was an off night for the hooligans. But
I'll take Drew Gilbert for a Jung Hoo. You know what I mean? I'll make that kind of swap. That's okay with me because I love Gilbert. Everybody does. I love the whole kid's vibe. Choke him out if you need to. You know what I mean? Choke him. Yeah.
Yes. And then also news came down right when we started the show, and shout out the Robot Centaur Sports Desk. Major League Baseball is going to go to the challenge system for the automated strike zone. So next season, it's official. So you get 2 challenges a game. If you don't like the pitch call, you can challenge it. And if you win the challenge, you don't lose a challenge. So if you don't like a ball or a strike call, say it's a full count and you get rung up on a called third, you don't like it, you can challenge it. And then they go to the review. And
what's with the tap? You can.
That's the symbol. That's the symbbil to like challenge it.
Here's my symbol right here.
Oh,
right at you. I don't know if I like this. I mean, give me your thoughts. I don't know how to react. I'm losing my way with baseball, dude. Pitch calm. I'm tapping hats. How do you feel about this? Is this good or bad for the game? I don't know anymore, bro. I really don't,
dude. And by the way, I know I see the pros and cons, right? You go through the pros and cons. I think it's a slippery slope, man, because next thing you know, it's all going to be reviewed. It's all going to be from the booth. It's all going to be automated. And it's like the game is just completely changed and completely different. And it's like, once you open that door, I feel like, because we already have review, and review is enough. I think that's enough. Balls and strikes. I mean, dude, part of the beauty of pro sports is the human element.
I agree with that. Yes.
Of getting things wrong. And then managers losing their minds or players losing their minds and having, you're going to lose all of that.
Yeah. And I think too, on top of everything you just said, that umps, I mean, big league umps, think about it. They're the best at what they do. That's why they're up in the major leagues, just like the players. And I feel like when an ump has a bad night calling balls and strikes, let's say a guy, like, there's a low and outside pitch off the strike zone and the guy calls it a strike, he will generally realize his mistake and then give a gift as like a makeup call. He'll go like, all right, give you that one then. That one's a little closer. I'll give you a strike on that one. And that's how they balance it out generally. Umps they know when they have bad calls and when they make a mistake. And a lot of times they'll try to correct that by kind of giving a little gift without saying that. And kind of balancing it out. Yeah, I don't want to hand the game over to the computers too much. I mean, I really don't. I feel you. I like the human element. And plus, the worst thing is just stopping the game and these delays. Like, baseball is slow enough as it is. You got everybody standing around like with headphones on, waiting for call. I mean, this dude, it's tough. It's tough. It just slows the game down to a crawl, and I don't think that's good for the sport. That's my opinion.
Look at Candlestick Kid. He agrees. He's saying, thanks for the super Candlestick Kid. He says they are killing baseball. And it's true. Like, could you imagine where I don't know. People aspire to be umpires. There's a whole program. There's a whole training school. You go through minor leagues. It's the same route as a player,
Right.
And then you get called up. And you're telling me that that's going to be if they open this door, I promise you, it's going to end up where there's going to be no more umpires.
What are the umps making? What do MLB umps make? I have like literally no idea. None.
I don't know specifically, but I think they do make six figures. I would
think they got to make a couple $100K, maybe something like that.
I think they do pretty well. So, and I mean, your whole life is on the road. There's no home. There's no home. You don't have a home series and a road series. You're always traveling on the road. So I don't know. I just love the human element. I hate going this way, dude. We're creating our own demise as a human race.
Oh, I can't, bro. By the time your kids graduate college. I don't know what's going to be. Where are you going to go? There won't be any jobs. It's an AI is like eliminating the human species, and we seem like we can't get there fast enough. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to like I like humans. You know what I mean? I like human beings. You can't make out with a computer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Escobar the Third, Angel Hernandez, best they have. I'll take robo-umps. I feel you. By the way, Escobar, I want to tell you, thank you so much for that Gold Bar whiskey that you gifted me. I've been really enjoying that. First of all, the bottle is so badass with Montana and that bonus patch, dude. They give you the Joe Montana patch. Nice. I put that up on my fridge, Escobar, just so you know. I get the patch on my fridge. Thank you for the Gold Bar. I'm really enjoying that. I've been doing some like mixed drinks with that stuff, and it's been great. So thank you, Escobar. Tony, I want to give you a little story about the human element from your favorite ball player, Lenny Dykstra.
Oh, yeah.
This is great. I heard him tell this story on the Howard Stern show years ago. He was saying that he would actually research and ask around about different umps. Let's just say he had an ump he knew was going to be calling balls and strikes that night. He would ask around like, hey, what do you got on this guy? Yeah. Like, is he faithful to his wife? Does he drink? Like, and then I'm not even kidding. And then Lenny said he would get in the box and he'd be like, hey man, he'd be like looking like getting, kicking dirt and like, getting ready for the at bat, but he'd be talking to the ump looking down and he'd be saying, hey man, I heard about Emily in St. Louis. He's like, give me some good calls in this at bat. Don't make me have to go public with that. And then he would like get ready to bat, but he would be like messing with the umps, getting dirt on them to try to influence positive calls. And then he said what? And then Howard was like, well, what happens if the strike is, right down the middle and he calls it a ball? And then Lenny was like, I would say something like, you sure about that call, ump? You sure? Like, you know what I mean? So, stuff like that would be gone. You know what I mean?
That makes me. I already loved Dykstra as a player, and it makes me love him even more hearing that story because that guy talk about a deserved nickname, Nails. They called him Nails, and he deserved that nickname.
He was a great player. He actually led the National League in hits one year, like when he was at the Phillies. He had some really good years, Lenny Dykstra.
I mean, with a baseball-sized wad of chaw.
Oh.
He's diving into bags. He's swiping bags. He's leading off. He's a great leadoff hitter. He's got pop. He's got speed. I loved Dykstra all damn day. But Paulie, on a larger scale, Escobar, I hear what you're saying, dude, about Angel Hernandez and all that. But, dude, at some point, like Waymo. The other day, I'm driving with my daughter. And I'm like, hey, Olivia, look to your left. And she looks, and there's nobody in the car.
They're all over San Francisco, bro. They're a menace. They're everywhere, and they're all empty. They're just driving around, like clogging up roads. I've had it.
I understand why out of the gates it feels like a good idea, but anything that is computerized is also hackable. So what happens if they go to automated strike zones, and next thing you know, some fan somewhere,
some Dodger fan, most likely, some jackass Dodger fan in some basement somewhere, like programming strikes. Great call. Who's going to be the first to hack the system?
I'm just saying, when you open that door, it just is trouble. Stick with humans. We're all humans. We're all in this together. We're all going to make mistakes. Like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing? We're creating our own demise. And people are going to be looking.
Tony, who sang that song back in the 80s? I'm only human, flesh and blood, a man. I'm only human. It was bad. One of those bad 80s tunes. Who was that?
First of all, it's not a bad song.
Okay, my bad. Sorry. Apologies.
Yeah. Second of all, I think it was the Human League.
Well, of course. Of course. It better be. Shout out. What's the name of your band? Oh, we're calling ourselves the Human League. Hey, you know what? While we're talking humans, Tony, shout out to the greatest human moment in pop culture history. Shout out to George Costanza's made up charity foundation the human fund, bro.
Yes.
The freaking human fund.
Yeah.
All right, Robot Centaur, get him up there, and then I want to do Dr. Matt Young. Robo Umps will take Wamos to the ballpark. You know what I'm saying, Fareed? Bro, and I always love seeing that thing with his eyes popping out. I love that. Good to see you, Fareed. Thank you, man.
And by the way, the umlauts all over the Robot Centaur
No,
name.
he knows what he's doing. He knows. No, it's perfection. Yeah, we need some umlauts. We got to get some umlauts over stud nuts, bro. Stud nuts, umlauts over both. You know what, Dom? Get to work. Get to work, Dom. Let's get a stud nuts logo happening and umlauts everywhere. Yes.
If I could make a suggestion, because Dom is great about taking suggestions, and he's all about the creative process of throwing things at a wall and see what sticks. Maybe take a corn nuts bag and just mess with the bag, and instead of corn nuts, it says stud nuts, and instead of that, you got your mug on the bag instead of. So just I'm throwing that out there, Dom. Instead of the corn nuts bag, a stud nuts bag. And yes, it is the Human League, by the way, Paulie.
Beautiful. I would expect nothing less. Tony, before Los D joins us, I want to talk about Dr. Matt Young. He is a great sponsor of ours, great friend of mine. Now he's a great friend of yours, too. In fact, I'll give you the broad strokes, the particulars, but then I want you to recap your latest experience, because Tony was just in again last week. But for you beginners, as we enter the mouth, the belly of the beast over here, we're talking about Dr. Matt Young and his dental group in San Francisco, down in Union Square, 490 Post Street. Dr. Matt Young, been in the business over 25 years. Dr. Matt Young is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. First of all, I would recommend, when you look up Dr. Matt Young in San Francisco, just go to Google, go to Yelp, and read literally the thousands of positive reviews this guy has. Mm-hmm. And this is good because it's not just me like blowing smoke, running my mouth. Oh, he's great. He does this. I'm telling you, it's legit, dude. He is a sweetheart of a guy. He's one of the best dentists in the game. And again, being the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry, if you are in need of an implant procedure, this is the guy. I mean, this is what he does. It's his specialty, but he can also whiten your teeth. He can also fill cavities, does all the basic stuff. And he's got a great staff, very friendly people in his office, very professional. And Tony, I think you should probably talk about it. How did it go? What was it, Thursday? You were in a couple days ago?
I was in last Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was, again, just a wonderful, glorious experience where everybody that I talked to there is so kind and so nice. And then I went in there for a cleaning. And then also I had to get a little cavity filled that he found on an x-ray. And dude, I talk about the steady hand, the gentle hands of Dr. Matt Young. Dude, he goes in there and I want to say less than 5 minutes. And the whole cavity was filled, everything done. And he goes, yeah, you're good. And I go, that's outrageous how short of a procedure that was. He goes, yeah, he goes, when I know exactly where to go and I don't have to dig, it's right there. It's easy to do. And I go, man, you're just a freaking stud. And so then I'm looking at Joyce. She did my cleaning before. Yes.
And pain and rain. Go ahead, Tony. My bad.
I want to share a picture of, look at the smile on Joyce. There's Joyce.
Yeah.
Right there. I said, Joyce, I got to take your picture. She goes, why? No, why? And I go, come on, we do a show. I said, I said, you're going to start listening to Polymax Particles. We're going to talk about you. So Joyce was phenomenal. She did the cleaning and she was great about being honest with me about teaching me I've been flossing wrong my entire life.
Tony, could you lean into the available window so I can see you over here? See me? No, the other way. Where are you, Tony? No, go back. Put Joyce back up.
We're good.
I just want to just peek and see you in the corner. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't people don't need to see me. They can see Joyce. But anyways, she was great about I've been flossing wrong my entire life, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it was quite a experience, and she kept saying, calling anything she found, and not to be too gross, but anything she found in between my teeth or in my mouth, she would call bad dudes. She's like, got to keep the bad dudes out of your mouth. See, I just found a bad dude.
Dude, shout out to this one. I'm going to dedicate this song parody to Joyce at the at Dr. Matt Young's dental group office. It's by Mott the Hoople. Tony, it goes like this. All the bad dudes carry the new. All the bad dudes carry the new. By the way, shout out Mott the Hoople, bro. I got no problem with Mott the Hoople. All the bad dudes. Tony, go ahead. Go ahead.
I love it, dude. Anyways, so get the bad dudes out of your mouth, and then this is the message that she wanted to convey to me, and I want to pass on to you. And Dr. Young did reiterate that it's not about the food particles when you're flossing, it's about the bacteria that forms and is bad for your heart.
See, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay. See.
Yeah. So everybody floss, and everybody floss not just down and back up, but down, and then you got to make like a horseshoe around your tooth and get into the gums, because she was like, it's all about protecting your gums and getting the bad dudes.
You're making me want to floss right now, to be honest with you, the way you're talking, and it makes me need to want to step up my floss game, because I have not incorporated the horseshoe pattern. I haven't done that. Now I probably should start tonight.
Get the horseshoe pattern going, and your mouth will feel better, number one, and then you'll keep the bad dudes out of your mouth. And I just got to say, I can't thank the entire staff, Dr. Young. Yeah. I'm going back in there in a few months just for a checkup.
And by the way, your teeth do look good. They look nice and white, for real. Yeah, they look much whiter than they did before you went in. They look much better.
It's pretty wild, man.
You feel better too. You actually feel better about yourself. You're like, hey, I got kind of cool teeth now. Yeah.
Olivia's not ragging on me anymore, which is great. So whitening, cleaning, fillings, implants, crowns, all of the above. Dr. Young, weekdays 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Talk ball with him. Yeah. Talk baseball, talk football. Dude, he's a huge Bills fan because he grew up in Buffalo. So I'm also rooting for, if it can't be the Niners in the Super Bowl, I want a Lions Bills Super Bowl. And
I would love that. So one of those godforsaken cities can finally get a freaking Lombardi trophy, dude. I feel you on that. And thank you, Dr. Matt Young, so much. Yeah. We love you, buddy. We really do. And I hope to see you soon myself. I'm sure I will. Go ahead, T. Sorry.
I just want to say 415-392-8611. 415-392-8611 if you want to call them, or if you want to email, it's info@youngdentalsf.com. Thanks, B.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Dr. Matt Young. We do love you, buddy. Hey, you kept talking. And before we go to Low Steve, real quick, you were saying horseshoe patterns with the flossing. Speaking of freaking horseshoes, dude, how about the Indianapolis Colts out here shocking the NFL? They're 3-0, dude. And they're kicking teams. Like, I heard a stat. This is the most points that the Colts, Oregon, going all the way back to Baltimore, and through, I'm talking the Peyton Manning years, go back to Johnny Unitas years, Brent Jones years in the 70s, Burt Jones, whatever guy's name was. This is the most points the Colts have scored through 3 games in their history. Mm-hmm. This team is pretty good. And you know what else is crazy, Tony? The New York Giants are over here bumbling around as usual without a good quarterback. Russell Wilson was atrocious. I would argue, looking back, because I watched a lot of the Chiefs Giants games. They replayed it yesterday, so I was watching a lot of that on the NFL Network. I think if the Giants had a more competent quarterback, they might have been able to win that game. Yeah. They had a 1st and goal sequence where Russ Wilson was just throwing balls out of the end zone. He did a quarterback draw on one play. It was like a gain of 2 yards. Just bad play calling, bad execution on the field. My point is, they let Daniel Jones go. See you later, dude. We don't need you. Look at him in Indianapolis. Dude, it just shows you it's not so much the athlete all the time. It's the right situation. You have to be with the right coach and the right offense. And I think Daniel Jones he's found a home now, dude. He looks like he can play to me.
Hey, Paulie. Hi, Phil Simms here.
So
thank you.
It goes back to the Phil Simms days when they had like a real quarterback. I mean, think about it. Think about all of the quarterbacks that have been a New York Giants quarterback the New York Giants have gone through since Phil Simms. It's pretty wild, man.
You want Kerry Collins? He played in the Super Bowl, by the way. Kerry Collins started in the Super Bowl for the Giants. Yeah. Yep. You know what? This might shock you, Tony. I actually never hated Eli Manning. I didn't. I give the guy respect, dude. He went toe-to-toe with Brady twice, beat him twice. You got to give it up. You got to give it up.
Dude, total tip of the cap. I totally agree, man. And if you had to rank your Mannings, who do you like more, Peyton or Eli, or not Arch, but Archie?
Archie's number 1 by miles, freaking miles. We had him on the Super Bowl more than once when I was going down there with Murph, and Archie Manning is a true Southern gentleman. I am not a Peyton Manning fan at all. What's the stupid thing? Patience while is on your side. His whole thing. I don't dig his whole vibe, dude. I don't think the Manning cast. I don't think Omaha. I don't think any of it. So I'm going Archie. I'm going Eli, and then Tony's got Peyton down at the bottom. I'm just not a fan. What can I do? The whole face, the whole bit. I'm not a fan.
Dude, I'm totally with you. I would rank him the exact same way, Paulie. I'd rank him the exact same way because Archie got it all started, right? And then
and by the way, this kid playing at Texas, they're ready to behead this kid down there. See, this is the thing. Too much hype. That's why I was saying let's slow our roll on Ricky Pearsall. People get so excited about something they've never even seen. Like, oh my God, Arch Manning, he's going to be the new, he's going to reinvent the. Not really. Not really. He looks like a young quarterback who needs a lot of work to me. Just because his name's Manning does not mean he's going to be of that same caliber. So anyway. There's my Colts take. If you like it, that one's for you, Tony. Because we don't do a lot of Colts takes on the show, but it was worth mentioning. They are playing great football.
Well, and dude, I was going to say we got to talk Bosa. Do they trade? That's the whole thumbnail we had today. Is do they trade or do they not trade and go with who they have and Bryce Huff and Gross Matos and Michael Williams and so it's an issue. We can get into that with Los D as well. But it's a major bummer that we have lost Bosa for the season. The guy is, I don't know. It's just a major bummer, but it goes back to, I don't know. We were talking about it yesterday, Paulie, that do you need to be that tightly wound and that big to be an NFL defensive end? I don't know if you do. But I know that muscles I'm sorry, not muscles, tendons and ligaments are snapping, tearing much more than they used to. And that tells me that they're tightly wound. So and also I wonder if they the whole preseason training camp, they need to take it more seriously than they do. Do you know what I mean? Like
maybe not. I'm not sure. You mean in what, their preparation or workouts? Like, what do you mean seriously? I don't know what you're saying.
Like, I'm not. Well, I shouldn't say they don't take it seriously. Of course, they take it seriously, but don't take as much time off in training camp or take as many games off. Play in every single game. Get the reps. Get your body acclimated before. I don't know. I mean, injuries happen all the time. I know, and some of them are fluky. But I just things that I'm wondering about. The whole preparation of it all. And I don't know. I just feel like the more preparation you do, the better off you'll be in game situations, or you increase the odds of stability and good health, basically.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I have to think, though, that Nick Bosa, I mean, the guy's a world-class athlete. I would hope that he's done the proper limbering, stretching exercises. It's funny. It's not just, there's a lot, the injuries in the NFL through 3 weeks this year is pretty staggering, and big names, guys like Joe Burrow, gone. Nick Bosa, gone. You know who else is out? Najee Harris just blew out his Achilles over the weekend. Najee Harris is gone now. That's a big blow for the Chargers too. I think Harbaugh wanted to use him a lot this year, so you throw him on the pile. There's so many, that's actually part of the discussion I want to have. Is Los D ready to rock, Tony?
In 1 sec. He checked in, and then he had to check back out. I think he's getting his robe. Honest to God.
Good. Let's get Los D in his robe, because I actually want to ask him one of the things I'm going to bounce off both of you guys. And Los, this is Carlos De La Fuente from Flex Funding. He's going to hop on with us today. I was going to say, through 3 games, Tony, what are you most pleased with the Niners, and then what are your concerns? And there's a lot of positives. There really are. Whether it's Connor Colby, whether it's Pinheiro hitting his kicks, Mac Jones, you know what I mean? D Winters. How about your boy Stout? Upton Stout's out here making plays. So there's a lot of things, but there are also concerns. So when Los D comes on, but if I was going to start with you, Tony, what are you most pleased with after 3 weeks, or what are the bright spots in your mind for football?
I'm most pleased with the outcome of 3-0 and 3 kind of not so pleasant, or they're kind of ugly wins.
Yes.
And doing it, to be honest with you, the Niners shouldn't have won that game on Sunday. I mean, if Arizona executes in a few certain plays in that game, it's a different ball game. And I just think that we're fortunate to be 3-0 with all of the injuries, as we talked about yesterday. And so that is what I am most pleased with, that 3-0 without DeMarcus Robinson, without Kittle, without Ayuk, with Bosa now hurt, with Barch out as well. And but the thing we talked about before as a concern is the use of McCaffrey. As we talked about, he leads the NFL in touches and 77 touches, and that's got to balance out.
I agree. I look at Escobar. He's going, everyone's concerned with CMC usage. I'm not. I am concerned. I'm with you on this, Tony. I mean, the guy, and again, it was the nature, it was the physicality that the Cardinals brought to every tackle. Every time they had McCaffrey had the ball, they were good. They were trying to hurt him. I'm telling you, they were going after him with malice. And I think we're going to see more and more of that because, if you take McCaffrey out of the game plan, it's a whole different ball game. He attracts so much attention. So I worry about that a little bit too. I would like to kind of spread that workload around in the 49er backfield. I'm not so sure Shanahan is going to hear our pleas on that, though.
Close Encounters chime. Paulie, update from the Carlos de la Fuente studios. He actually has to take a call for flex funding.
No problem. Let him do his job. Yeah, he should be doing his job. It's fine.
Right. So he said, he just texted me saying, hey, can we do rain check? I got to take this call.
We'll do it on Thursday or something. Los, don't worry about it, brother. Go do your thing. Go rock and roll. Yeah.
And we'll do it. We'll give you information about flex funding and Carlos de la Fuente a little bit later in the show.
Got you, Los. We got you, buddy. And don't even sweat it, man. Go close that deal, and we'll talk to you on Thursday, and we'll give you some love today too. No sweat at all. But I want to stay on this Niner thing, Tony, because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to get to supers before they get too far away.
Thank you.
So, and this is Robot Centaur back. He says, when we were talking about MLB and the Robo Umps, he says Robo Umps will take away most of the ballpark next year. We love that super. And then thank you, Robot Centaur, aka Fareed. And then Escobar chimes in with another super. He says the Colts have only punted once this season.
I like when teams like this kind of, now who knows if they can sustain this. We'll see. It's three games. They doesn't the season seem so much longer to you, Tony? It's like a psychological thing, I think, but having 17 games, there's something about that is, it just seems so much longer to me. 17 is, even though it's only one game, it's like, man, oh man. So I was going to say the Colts are 3-0, but they still have 14 games to play. It's a lot of football. Yeah.
And they want to make it longer. I mean, Goodell would make it 18 if he could.
The problem with that is that he's going to wind up hurting his own product because the human body just simply can't take that. You can't take. I know we love football. I do too. We all do. But you got to be reasonable. You put that much in front of these athletes, even though they're world-class athletes. Guys are going to be going down left and right. You cannot have like a 20-game season. You can't have an 18-game season. Nope. I'm telling you, I think 17 is too many. I think 16. Dude, when I was a little kid going to my first Niner games at the Stick and everything, Tony, it was a 14-game season. 14. And 2 playoff games in a Super Bowl. So they would, even if you won it all, you were only playing 17 games. Now, let's say you're a wild card team. You could potentially, and you have a great season like the Raiders in 1980, wild card team winning the Super Bowl. You could wind up playing 20, 21 games right now. And again, the human body just can't take that. Can't take it.
And back then, Paulie, the 14-game season was when the players were much smaller. They weren't as fast. They weren't as fast, and they didn't hit the way they hit. They actually tackled differently.
And guys are wearing face masks like this one up here, up above my shoulder. That's Cliff Branch was out there. Gene Washington with just a couple of bars, getting punched right in the face. So back to your concerns, though. What are your biggest concerns with this team? CMC, anything else?
I'm
worried about depth. Personally, I'm worried about depth as guys continue to get hurt. It's like, man, who's going to, and the whole Bosa thing, we're going to have to look at how are you going to patch that hole there? I don't know yet.
The depth has gotten them to where they are right now. If you consider that,
I do. No, you're right. Mac Jones stepping up. You're right. Tonjes, a lot of guys have stepped up and performed. Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, if you keep getting hurt, then how deep can you go? How low can you go? Right, Paulie? So I just think that,
Tony, if you're going to reference it, I mean, I'd appreciate the, hold on. What is it like this, T? What are we doing? I know thumbs are involved. Give it to me. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Got it. Thumbs. Okay, so let me try this. So we're going like this. Now can you hand job, baby? Born to hand job. By the way, that's when Cha-Cha and Cha-Cha and Danny Zuko start dancing, and Olivia Newton-John's not having it. She storms right out. She's like, she storms out. Yep. And Craterface and Kaneki almost come to blows. You know what I mean? All at the dance, Tony. A lot of drama on that dance floor.
Dude, and I forget the woman who was the moderator of the dance, or the person who
Blanche or whatever her name was. Yeah, Blanche. I think
she's like tapping people out, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think when they tap Craterface, I think he flips the guy off.
Yeah.
The finger. Yeah. He's like, you out. And he goes, bam. He just gives him a gun right in his face. Yeah.
So, and then because we have Craterface saying,
the rules are, there ain't no rules.
But in the dance, there were rules, very specific rules that they had to adhere to. And if you didn't, you got bounced off.
Well, you remember what Rizzo said? That leaves us out. When she's like, no suggestive movements out there. She's like, that leaves us out. And by the way, Tony and I just want to remind the group that if you're looking for Grease information, Grease knowledge, Grease questions, Grease lightning, get it? Tony and I are your guys. We're your one-stop shop on all things Grease. Like Escobar said years ago, months ago, when he was like, dude, I stand by Lord of the Rings. Come at me. I'm saying the same thing about Grease. Tony and I, dude, we got the market cornered on Grease. If you don't like it, come at us, because we'll teach you a couple things about Grease. Tony and I one night sang, I think it was Summer Lovin'. Mm-hmm. At the Latin Social Club in the Mission years ago. Dude, we had the whole bar watching us because somebody dared to challenge us. They're like, you guys, you don't know anything about Grease. I'm like, oh, really? Summer Lovin' had me a black. We just went right into it. And, so we've been known to flex Grease knowledge.
Well, here you go. If I say to you, Paulie, Cha-Cha Di Gregorio is the best dancer at what school?
Oh, Rydell High. Yeah, that's Rydell. We're over here. Yeah.
And Cha-Cha was the trouble that came down Zuko's road, basically.
100%. She was the temptation. Yeah.
Cha-Cha she was
J-Lo before J-Lo. And frankly, she was a superior J-Lo than the actual J-Lo. Cha-Cha, she was the real deal. You know what I mean?
Also, Cha-Cha came from the other school, St. Bernadette's.
Oh, my bad. No, you're right. Not Rydell. Dude, St. Bernadette's. Okay.
And also, Cha-Cha looked like she was 40, by the way.
Yeah, well, a lot of them did. Yeah, Zuko was like 25. You know what I mean? Dude, as a kid, Cha-Cha kind of scared me because she was so sensual and just lifting her dress up. I'm like, oh my God. Like I was a little boy. I wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah.
Is it? Oh no, it's Rizzo and Craterface when they're dancing and is it Rizzo pretends to slap Craterface, or is it Craterface pretends to slap?
I think he's slapping Rizzo, dude. I think he's slapping. That's slapping, dude. Air slaps.
Yeah. And like,
Tony just slapping, and she's like whipping her head. Yeah. Great call. He got me on the air slaps, dude. I forgot about that. And she's like whipping her head around. Yeah.
She's like holding her dress, it's great.
Oh my God.
Rags just nailed it.
Okay, give it to me.
He says, I was always into Marty Maraschino, and Rags.
100%. I mean, the votes are in. It was all about Marty. Marty was in the shadows, but Marty, believe me, we all thought we had our own ideas about Marty. We did growing up.
Marty was more interested in Vince Fontaine. She wasn't interested.
They were this close, dude. It was this close to going down with Marty. By the way, what a great name. Vince Fontaine, bro. How about before he goes on the camera, dude, he's like prepping himself up. This is a big move right here. Watch this. And I've always wondered what this does. Check it out, T. Camera's about to start. He goes, we're going live in 10, 9. He's like combing his hair, and then he goes like this.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, what is this? What is that dude? You remember that? And he was like doing this. He's looking in the mirror. What is that move, you guys? Help me out, man. I don't know. Do you do this when you're getting ready after you floss, Tony? You like look in the mirror. You're like, I'm ready. Okay, good. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like we might have to do a PMP Grease watch party somewhere.
Or just like a Grease roundtable, like great minds coming together to break down Grease, you know?
Yes. Paulie, steering it back to the Niners.
I almost don't want to. This is more fun than talking about Niner injuries. Yeah, doing Rizzo. Dude, the air slaps. That's going to be my big takeaway from today, dude. The freaking air slaps while they're dancing, dude. Incredible.
Hold on. What's her name? Rizzo and Craterface, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. We can keep talking, bro. I'll look
With the
that.
scorpions. Yeah, you got scorpions, you got T-birds. He was a scorpion. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, here's this is wow. This is
Whatever you got, anything to enhance the bit. I'm ready for it. Yeah, Karen Bell likes that. She goes, "Oh my God, yes, Grease watch party. I'm in. Karen, I'll sing all the songs too." Oh, there we go. Dude, look at Creative Face right there. He's off his ass, dude. He's out of his mind. Can you blow that up a little? I could use more.
I don't think I
could use more Creator Face, dude.
Oh man,
that picture, you saw that, like the intensity, dude. The intensity of his dance is
yeah, see, it's amazing, dude. Yeah, see, I can't find the exact. I don't want to experiment on the air. I'll try and find something, and then if I can get it, I'll throw it up there.
Can you go right back to the screen you just had up? Is that possible? Real quick. I just saw something I want to point out. If you can just go back one screen with all the little windows you had up there.
Oh, yeah, 1 sec. Hang on 1 sec, and I'll
I just want to make an observation and confirm something. I saw
Yeah,
right there. See the fact that his actual name is Crater Face.
Yes.
Like Rizzo and Crater Face. Like, imagine that on your resume. I'm the guy, I played Crater Face in Greece. You know what I mean? He's going on auditions. He's like trying to do Shakespeare. Oh, good. What have you done in the past? Well, I played Crater Face. Dude, oh my God. What's this one?
Oh,
is he on his back? Is he on his back?
Hold on. I see it. Gosh darn
You got to blow these up, dude.
Can't, man. I can't because
I wish you could. They're so good. I think the upper right where Rizzo's in the red, it looks like he's on his back on the ground.
Oh man, see, if I download the image and I can do it.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. But I appreciate the detour. I do. Thank you, Joy. Joy Peace feeling this too. For you non-Grease fans, sorry about this. It happens though. It happens. Tony and I can break out at any time. And it's not, what do you want? Hopelessly devoted to you? I'll give it to you if I have to. I will.
I'm just looking for the air slaps and I can't find the air.
It's okay, dude. We'll do some research tonight. We can bring air slaps. Maybe air slaps is better for the Wednesday night flight. Yeah.
I'm writing a note down right now. Just air slaps.
Well, you got air guitar and you got air slaps, dude. That's the greatest takeaway of today's show. I'll be thinking air slaps for the rest of the day. Guaranteed. Air slapping all day, dude. Just whipping my head back and forth. Okay.
So, back to the Bosa thing, okay?
Yeah, and real quick, Tony, before we end today, I do want to talk about the Lions game a little bit last night because there are just a couple things I want to throw on the table, and I know you missed it, but I just want to give you a couple of, kind of nuggets for thought here. But yes, back to Bosa. Go ahead.
I totally agree with you, but Paulie?
Tony's top 3. Tony's top 3. Yes, sir. Tony's top 3. Yeah, and I love the way you go right to the Ducks. There's no delay. There's no hang on, let me line. No, bam, the Ducks groove starts. And I also love when Tony's forceful. Don't you guys? Don't you love when Tony's pushy? I do. He didn't even ask. I was in the middle of talking. He's like, hold on. Bam, here's top 3. More of that, Tony. Give me aggressive Tony all day.
So right when I was writing the air slaps on my notes, I realized I had the notes of our top 3. So let's go to the top 3. So,
by the way, should you and I try to execute air slaps right now? If I come across like this, could you whip your head for me?
What direction would that be? Yeah, I think go ahead.
Let's try a couple. I'll do them slow. Here it comes. One more. Let me bring it back. One more time. One more time. Sorry, the wheels have come off officially. One more time.
Wait, that's the wrong. Go.
No rules. Doesn't matter. Here it goes. Thank you so much. Proceed. That maybe my favorite moment of the entire show's history so far. Dude. Air slapping from the North Bay to the South Bay. Go ahead, Tony. That was great. Thank you.
Oh, God. Hey, Dom Peralta, I see you on the chat. If you happen to find the air slaps, can you send it to me? Can you email it to me and just hub us up behind the scenes? PaulieSpot@gmail.com. Thank you. Live in-show production happening on the air. But Paulie, top 3. Tony's top 3.
Okay, lay it on me. We haven't done one in a while. I'm ready. Give me some top 3. What do you got today?
Yeah. Well, okay, so number 1, man, we're talking about Bosa being gone for the season, right? That's just a big, big loss. It stinks to the high heavens, okay? I mean, the guy is, when he's on, and it's a force to be reckoned with, unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs and you're allowed to hold him the entire Super Bowl and win the game. Otherwise, he's a force to be reckoned with, right?
Yeah.
So there's talk about the Niners possibly, and Lynch, he's going to at least consider trades. He's going to consider doing something. They have draft picks they could trade. So I want to know. Tim Kawakami had a great article on the SF Standard, and this is all from his article, but these are people that I was thinking of, some of the people that I was thinking of as well. I'm going to give you a list of players, okay? And I want you to tell me, of this list of players, who you would love to see the most if they were to do a trade. If they were to trade for one of these players, okay?
Okay, to help replace the hole for Bosa?
Yeah,
lay it on me. What do you got?
Defensive end, okay?
Yep. Nice, good.
So you got the Cal Bear, Cam Jordan, who's in New Orleans, maybe a little homecoming. So there's that, okay? You got Leonard Floyd, who the Niners released, who's in Atlanta. There's that option. Was with the Niners last year. Then you've got Kayvon Thibodeau with the New York Giants, young kid, 24 years old. You have Eric Armstead, who's actually coming to Levi's this weekend with the Jags.
Yeah.
You also have Chase Young. Would you bring back Chase Young, who's injury prone? So I even pondered whether or not even putting him on this list, but I'm throwing him on there just for consideration. Myles Garrett, I think, is a long shot because he's such a definitive Cleveland Brown. And
he ain't going anywhere. Yeah. Now they had a huge win over the weekend too. The Browns, they're feeling real good. Yeah, he's a central figure there. It'd be like them getting rid of Fred Warner. You know what I mean? It just probably won't happen. Yeah.
Great call. Call. Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yep.
Right. Or the name that you've heard probably all morning this morning and yesterday afternoon, Trey Hendrickson with the Cincinnati Bengals. And I just want to give you a stat that might sway you. Or actually, no, you tell me first, and then I'm going to give you a stat.
Okay. I love what we're doing right now. Probably none of these would happen most likely, but I love Hendrickson with the Bengals. I really like him. I also really like Max Crosby. He's unstoppable. Crosby is such a freaking problem on every snap, but I don't think he's ever leaving the Raiders. I think he loves being a Raider. He's kind of becoming the face of the Raiders right now, or maybe he already is. Mm-hmm. I do like him. Having him on the Niners would be – I don't even think he'd want to play for the Niners. I really don't. He's such a Raider. I don't even think he'd want to come here. Oh. You mentioned Eric Armstead. Dude, I loved Armstead. He was such a great dude, off the field, NFL Man of the Year candidate, stuff like that. Did tons of charity work, really active in the community, and a badass on the field. One of those kind of gentle giant type guys, kind of like DeForest Buckner. I hate the fact that we lost both of those guys. I hate it. I would love to have Armstead back. He knows the culture. He knows Saleh. It would be great. So, but if you're at my first two would be the dude from Cincinnati, Hendrickson, or Armstead in a perfect world. Because I don't think Crosby's going anywhere. I don't think Garrett's going anywhere.
Yeah, I love Armstead. I've always loved Armstead. I've missed Armstead since he's been gone. So, Paulie, I love that. I just wanted to let you know, Hendrickson led the NFL in sacks last year. And, dude, 17 and a half each of the last two seasons, dude. So the guy is just –
he gets home. Yeah, he can get home, man. He's a specialist, yeah.
And doesn't it seem like the Cincinnati Bengals are just that franchise that they would let him go? You know what I mean?
And you're right. Their defense is abysmal as it is. He's like the only piece really worth talking about. Their defense is so bad. And I know I say this a lot, but one of my big man crushes and one of the guys I really love in the NFL is Joe Burrow. And the fact that they can't get it together around him is going to be like I'm not comparing him to Dan Marino, but I'm saying guys like Dan Marino, Dan Fouts, these great quarterbacks that just never really had enough to get all the way up the hill. And I think he's going to be one of those guys. It's unfortunate because to me, he is a champion, played in one Super Bowl, lost to the Rams. Yeah, it's unfortunate. How do you feel about you? We don't really talk Joe Burrow. I don't ever get your take. Are you a Burrow fan? How do you view Joe Burrow?
I love Burrow. And actually, my daughter Olivia is a huge Joe Burrow fan.
Is this like a crush, like her first crush kind of thing? Nice.
Crush. She watched that show Quarterback with me on Netflix. And Dad, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. I'm like, fair enough. And anything to get you to sit down and watch some NFL with me. And so she likes Burrow, but she also is like, Dad, he's really good, right? Because I've seen him play, and he's like, and I know your fantasy drafts, you're always talking about trying to get Joe Burrow, and Dom's always talking about her brother, my son, is always talking about trying to get Joe Burrow. So I know he's really good, and also dude, it's the frosted tips are a thing with the girls, it's an attraction. he's hit home with the frosted tips. So
hey, ladies, Joy P, let me ask you a quick question. Noemi, any of you fair species out there, when you frost tips, is there tinfoil involved? Is that the thing you got? I'm dead serious because I'm not only you've seen the ladies at the come on. I mean that. Have you seen the women at the salon? They have there's like foil in their hair. Is that for frosting tips? You guys help a brother out. I don't know what's going on, but I have seen the ladies in the salon. They got the tinfoil. And I think that's for frosting tips. I think.
See, another perk of being bald.
See, sorry, Tony. Sorry. Noemi's coming in. She goes, nope, only for highlights. Okay, well, I knew something was going on. I've seen the foil. Tony, have you ever seen the foil? You laughed.
I think that's why I laughed, because I've seen the foil a ton. I grew up with 3 sisters. Dude.
Yeah, well, there you go. Right. Yeah, sitting around with foil in their hair. I never understood that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. You guys are all wearing tinfoil. I'm getting out of here. You're like, I'm getting out of the way. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times my dad and I were banished to upstairs to the little TV because my mom and 3 sisters and our female dog all would hang out downstairs and just take over the TV. And this is back in the day where, you didn't have TVs in every room. You didn't have remote controls. It was a simpler time, but a more difficult time in that respect. So, Paulie, so I love the Hendrickson idea.
Yeah.
If you have to trade some draft,
it's almost like do him a favor, get him the hell out of he's in hell in Cincinnati. This is going to be a rough year in Cincinnati, man, a really rough year. So let's save this guy. You know what I mean? Let's save Hendrickson and put him on a real team because he could help us right now. He could help us today.
The same way they brought Trent Williams in 2020. The same way they brought CMC in 2022, Lynch could do something like this and use a draft capital for this and get Trey Hendrickson. If he came here, he would.
Let me throw this at you, buddy. Let me throw this at you as a consideration because you got to give up something pretty significant to get him, to get a player of that caliber. So would you do this? This is the kind of conversations they'll probably be having. If they call Cincinnati, would you be willing to give up with draft picks? Would you throw Mac Jones in the equation because they need a quarterback badly? Well,
I know they're big on that Browning kid, though. He didn't play that well this past weekend.
He got him a win a couple of weeks ago when Burrow went down. But are they? I didn't know they were hot on him Browning.
They're hot on him as like a good backup. But yeah, Mac Jones, if he plays again this weekend and does well again, that could be enter the conversation.
Would you do that? Would you cut him? Because you see, this is a guy that we might need. The Niners are going to need a backup quarterback, obviously.
To get Trey Hendrickson, I would do what needed to be done.
I would too, actually. I'm with you. I would too, because I think you could bring another quarterback along in the Shanahan system.
Right, and I also it's the system too, Paulie. That a lot of the quarterbacks are successful in the system. I'm not saying Mac Jones and Brock are system quarterbacks. I'm just saying that the system is very helpful to their games. That's what I'm saying. And Paulie, if they can get Trey Hendrickson and include Mac Jones, I'm fine with that because, dude, how many times have we knocked on the door and haven't finished the deal? And there are windows that they're not closed, but they're closed.
You're right, dude. You are correct, brother. Yeah. The clock's ticking. Clock's freaking ticking on this whole thing. Yes, and that's why, I was so upset when the Niners lost that second Super Bowl to the Chiefs because, how often are you going to get there? You know what I mean? I'm like Nick Bosa. How are you ever going to get back? I don't know. Now I don't know. That's why when you get there, dude, handle your business. Win the effing game. I mean, put a foot in Mahomes' throat if you have to, but find a way to hold that. By the way, Joe Schmo, why don't we offer up York's firstborn child? You know what I mean? Maybe we'll throw that in the deal. I'll give you Mac Jones, couple draft picks, and the York's next baby. We'll throw him in the mix too. Yeah, he's all yours.
I saw a text earlier. I was talking to Fareed, Robot Centaur, and Escobar, and those guys about maybe this is something that happens 5 weeks down the road in October when teams are definitively out of the hunt, or the season is looking like it's a failure, and then teams want to get rid of people. So it may not be something that you do right now. And you see how you do with Bryce Huff and Michael Williams and Gross Matos. I mean, Gross Matos, I'm assuming is going to start. Would be my guess, but
just keep them off the base paths. You know what I mean?
Right. And Bosa's injury history is starting to scare me a little bit, where he's
yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, now he's going to have two bad knees, or he's coming off some major surgeries on each knee now. So yeah, you got to wonder, and it's unfortunate because the guy's a specimen. He's a specialist. He's a great player, but again, played in 2 Super Bowls, came home with nothing.
Right, and dude, again, to reiterate, Kittle's not getting any younger.
Nope.
Okay, McCaffrey's not getting any younger. Ayuk, who knows how Ayuk is going to come back? We don't know. I mean, we hope that he's going to be okay, but like, dude, we don't know.
I've been worried. I've been quietly kind of concerned about Kittle for a couple of years now because he invites the physicality. When he's got the rock in his hand, dude, he'll just run right at it. He'll challenge a guy, and I love that about his game. We all do, but at some point, the body's going to give on that kind of style that he plays. Extremely physical. Will challenge linebackers, defensive backs, safeties. He doesn't care. With the ball in his hand, he's going at you, not around you. He likes to go over guys, and it's a very punishing style he plays, Tony, and the body gives at some point on that,
I feel like there's something intriguing, and I'm not basing this on anything. I have not seen anything at all. This is just my personal preference. There's something intriguing to me about Cam Jordan because he wants a ring. He knows he's coming to the final part of his career. He loves playing in New Orleans, but he's not happy losing, right? And he's a California Golden Bear. I don't know. There's just something to that, and I feel like it would be like a rebirth for him. And he's still good. So I don't know. I like that, and you wouldn't have to give up as much to get somebody like Cam Jordan.
That's true. Yeah, Chase Young too, same kind of guy. Because of his injuries, you're probably not going to be giving up as much.
Yeah,
and I would take him back. Why not, man? I mean, he can do something for us if they could, ever work something out. Keep going on your top 3. What else you got for me?
Number 2. Well, first of all, really quickly, Paulie, is this guy going to be back under center on Sunday? Can you tell?
Is that Brock Purdy? Okay, I see the 13. Dude, I love the skin tight jersey and the shoulders, everything. I'm assuming this is Dom's creation, right?
Yeah, look at that. That's he painted that before the Super Bowl, right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, but we have it on our fridge, and I saw that today. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring that to the show and kind of like throw that out there. I'm kind of expecting Purdy to be back under center this Sunday.
Yeah, it sounds that way. I think we'll probably know we'll have a better idea by Thursday, certainly by Friday. But I think that as long as it's safe, as long as it's safe, yeah, I'm fine with it. But dude, don't rush back. Again, we just talked about the length of the schedule and the season, 14 more games. Mac Jones is capable. He didn't have a great game on Sunday. Like Tony said, the Cardinals really had a lot of opportunities to win that game. And by the way, let me just throw this out here quietly. The Niner offense is not doing much, bro. They're not doing much. I mean, again, Pinheiro was responsible for 10 of the 16 points on Sunday. They're not lighting it up. Even just keep an eye on it, dude. Keep an eye on the offense. They're not scoring a lot of points right now. They're not. I'm very happy with the defense and what they've done overall. I really am. But the question is, should Brock? How do I feel about Brock starting? Is that the question?
No, I'm saying, do you think he will start? I think he will. And I'm asking, do you think he will?
I think it's 50-50. Honestly, I could easily see Mac Jones taking another start, and I could easily see Brock stepping back in. But again, only if Brock's ready. Don't freaking rush this, dude. Don't do it.
And by the way, do we have any update, any progress on Juwan Jennings?
Dude, it's the best kept secret in Santa Clara. I never know what's going on with Jennings. It's really hard to get info on this guy. What do you have on him? I don't know. I don't know what his status is. Great question.
I don't know, man. But again, this points to taking all of training camp off, basically. Pearsall looks great. He looks great.
He really does. Dude, he's one of the, I asked you what the bright spots have been for you. He's been one of the bright spots for me. He's performed outstanding. Yes,
but after Pearsall, it's McCaffrey. Pearsall had 8 catches for $117. McCaffrey had 10 catches for 88.
Yeah, and it was weird that because last Sunday against the Cardinals, Shanahan really did not use the tight end in the offense for like a receiving option. He did in New Orleans with Tonjes. He didn't really do it last week. It was, you're right. It was all Pearsall. It was all CMC. Pretty much.
Another point about Purdy starting too is that Mac Jones hurt his, was his ACL or
knee. It was his knee. Yeah.
Oh no, hold on. Robot Centaur PCL. So so he's got his knee issue, and he came back with the brace on. So that's another reason why I think Purdy's going to start. And Purdy was questionable last week. So,
hey, dude, hold on. You know what? Sorry to stop you. Soccer Bowl 10 SC just had a great idea. Dude, let's throw freaking Jawan Jennings in the deal for Hendrickson. I'm dead serious. Let's do it. Take him. You want him? He's all yours.
Dude, that's such an interesting scene there in Cincinnati. Did you?
Good. You know, he's good. And again, I want to make sure I clarify my thing on Jennings. I like Jennings, but I am sort of pissed at him for all this nonsense after he just signed a $15 million contract last year. Dude, just play this out, Holmes. Play out the season, dazzle us. You will get paid. Everyone knows. We're watching. But I'm not thrilled. And the fact that he come back and he's already having injury problems, you know what? I would move him. I would. To get something back on defense, I would. That's just me.
Dude, also, Candlestick Kid, another super from Candlestick Kid. Thank you. F them picks and go to Henderson. You know what? I agree because of the window of these players, man. Like
Tony, it's like you and I used to say to each other all the time. Time has come today. Time.
Yeah.
Can't wait another day. Time. Yeah.
At the end with the cowbell. Dunk,
Click,
dunk,
click.
dunk.
Time.
But in all seriousness, yes, certain players' windows are closing. They're not closed, but they're closing, and we don't know how Ayuk's going to respond. I saw a couple comments on the chat saying they don't expect much from Ayuk, and it's like, well, that sucks that we're not if we don't get much from Ayuk this year, because I think a lot of people are expecting a lot from Ayuk this year to come back. Week 6 is what Lombardi was guessing when we had on last week.
Right.
So that's in 3 weeks, and who knows? At the very worst, the Niners will be 3-2, but maybe they'll be 4-1, maybe 5-0. But it would be just great to have Ayuk come back full throttle and really energize the passing game. Because
I'm sorry, finish your thought. Yeah.
No, just because right now it's just Pearsall and then McCaffrey.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. It's been very singular, and that's going to make it easier to scheme against the offense too if they keep it that kind of scaled down. You know, a guy you and I never talk about. I mean, I don't think we've ever had a conversation about this guy. Where do you stand on Trevor Lawrence? Like, how do you view Trevor Lawrence?
I like Trevor Lawrence. I think that my most recent reaction to him was like he's gotten some happy feet. But again, like his O-line is not that good, so he's constantly under pressure. But I liked him coming out of college.
Me too. Yeah.
I also, as a bald man, I deeply admire the hair. Right.
Okay. All right. He's got great flow, as they say, Tony. Yeah, great yarn. Yeah.
And like it's funny because I'm a huge Derek Trucks fan and Susie Tedeschi fan, and they're both huge Jacksonville Jaguar fans.
Oh, are they? Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Don't they do the anthem sometimes and stuff? Yeah.
They're from Jacksonville.
Okay.
And so, I kind of closet like root for them a little bit too, just because I love those two and their vibe. I don't know. Dolphins, I've had enough of the Dolphins for the rest of my life. I don't need to see the Dolphins ever again. So anytime they suck, I'm happy about that. But I do like Trevor Lawrence. He's a physical specimen, dude. And he's got a cannon of an arm. He just doesn't have the time. So I expect the Niners to rattle his cage this weekend. I really do.
So. Well, we're going to find out what they can do without Nick Bosa, what kind of pressure they can apply for sure.
If there's a positive from when Bosa went out, is that Michael Williams came back and he had a very, very good second half.
It's such a good sign, such an encouraging sign to see this young player already making an impact. And you're right. He made some big plays when he came back. He was playing his ass off.
Yeah. And I love the kid. He's playing with a lot of fire. And he's probably relishing the opportunity. And Gross Matos too is like, hey, give me my turn. Give me, next man up, man. And in football, that's what's kind of, well, it's not cool that people get hurt, but the silver lining of people getting hurt is that you have, it's opportunity, right? It's all
come at any snap, anytime. Like that's why you got to stay ready. As they say, you got to stay ready. Yep.
Exactly. Or you have to participate in an entire training camp, Juwan Jennings, or like you have to be physically ready to play a full 4 quarters, right? It's just, it really,
Hey, couple quick shout outs. What's up, Hum Daddies? Also, what's up, Agency 323? He goes, we went into Jacksonville in 2023.
Yes.
Mollywopped the Jags 34-3. I hope they forgot about this. Good call. I dig your handle too. Agency 323. Very mysterious. Tony, let's finish your what's up?
Sorry, Robot Centaur. Great line. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, Scarlet Fire quoting David Lee Roth. Welcome back. Hey, listen, I don't feel tardy. Yeah. Hey, what do you think the teacher's gonna look like this year? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Scarlet Fire. Great to see you always, Bonnie. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead, T. What do you got?
I'm gonna throw this into Tony's top 3 as number 3. But first of all, number 2, really quick. Verlander started last year or last.
Yeah.
Verlander is on a 1-year deal for the Giants this year. I think it's 18 mil, right? Would you want them to bring Verlander back next year?
I'm not even going to hesitate. I'm saying yes. Okay. Yes, I do. And he has already said he wants to pitch again next year. He's not done. He wants to keep pitching. Yeah, I'll take him because this season taught me a lesson about the rotation with the San Francisco Giants, that he was so off in the first half, and I'm not alone. It was all of us were saying this, dude. It's over for Verlander. Well, we got to cut this guy loose. We got to, dude. Look at how he has redeemed himself to the point where now I think he's the best arm in their rotation. Crazy as that is to say, and I include Logan Webb. I include Robbie Ray. Though I think Robbie Ray, as Brian Murphy famously said a couple of weeks ago, he just ran out of gas. Like that, it looks like he's just out of gas at this point. Yeah. Logan Webb, maybe a little of that too. He's logged some heavy miles for the Giants. Every season, Logan Webb is a workhorse, and I love the guy. But it's been Verlander with the steady hand. So I will take him back. I mean, the price has to be right. I don't want to overpay for him. But, yeah, I would take him back. I would like to have him back, actually. Stay in San Francisco. Let's keep this going.
I would like to have him back, too. I just don't know if I want to pay him $18 million this year.
I agree. The price has to be reasonable. Yeah. We're not going nuts here. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the chat's on fire right now. First of all, Pine Needle, I'm going to air slap the S out of you. Phenomenal, Pine Needle. Then we got Verlander. I'm sorry, Groschel saying, Steve Groschel saying, can Verlander hit? And then also Agency 323, can Verlander play defensive end?
Well. By the way, I'm jumping topics here a little bit, but I want to go over. Pardon me, because I've never seen this handle, and I love the name. Tony, welcome to the proceedings. Cinema Pigeon. You got me? Ooh. Cinema Pigeon.
Nice.
Cam Jordan, I think, is a great trade. He would be cheap, will be a great mentor for the young guys. Still should have some gas left in the tank. Cinema Pigeon, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man.
Boom.
Robot Centaur is a super too. So let's get Fareed some love, and then you got to finish his top 3. I want to know what third.
Hang on,
number 3 was Verlander 3.
No, Verlander was 2, and Escobar again. He says DeMarcus is back this week as well. Heck yeah. This weekend we need him. Jesus, do we need him? So yes, that's a very good thing. And I never thought I would ever say we need DeMarcus Robinson as badly as we do, but hey, facts are facts. So Escobar, thank you for the super. And then Robot Centaur is another super. Thank you, dude. He says, no more baseball, on to hoops. The Kuminga fiasco should be completed next week. Dubs will sign Melton, Seth Curry, Al Horford. Look at this. Look at Centaur.
Centaur, I mean, listen, he runs the PMP Sports Desk. Obviously, he's our update guy. We appreciate that. We do. Thank you, Fareed, for always bringing those updates, because we can only do so much. As Tony said famously, this should be on our plaque whenever they put a plaque up for us, hopefully soon. And it'll say, we're a 2-man operation, for Christ's sakes, over here. You know what I mean? But with the help of guys like Dom and you, Fareed, as our sports update guy, thanks so much. The only thing about this, Seth Curry, Al Horford, dude, we are going to be older than dirt. I mean, we're trotting out. It's like a senior citizen home, open up the doors, and the guys just wandered out, started bouncing the ball around. I mean, we got an old team, dude. We're bringing in old man. I like Al Horford. I really do. But, dude, we got senior citizens out here, man. I just wish it's the same thing I was saying about Joe Burrow. The guy's such a talent. Bill, put something around him. Steph Curry, too, dude. I don't want his final years in the league. I don't want him playing 500 basketball. I want him on a good team, a good Warrior team. So I don't know if that's going to do it. What do you think? You know what I mean? I love Seth Curry, too, but not – I don't know if those guys are like difference makers at this point. Al Horford, too. Good off the bench, give you some minutes, but, I don't know.
I got to be completely honest. I have ignored everything Kuminga related because I just don't even want to dive in yet. I just don't. Is he just either he's going to be a warrior or he's not going to be a warrior? Just we'll get there. I just enough of it. It's kind of like it's like the Juwan Jennings things to me. Like, but I know it's way more complicated than that. So I'll have to do my due diligence and read up on that.
You know what, though? You're making a good point, Tony, that the business dealings of sports are not what turns us on. I feel you. They figured a Kaminga thing out already, one way or another. I'm with you, dude. We're all fatigued, and I don't like getting into the nuances of deals and like, oh my God, you know, they got this much money under the cap and blah, blah. I don't even care. Just get it done. Get it done. Is he staying or going? That's all I want to know. Patty from Napa is a super, the great Patty from Napa, queen of the scene. Today, I'm sorry. Oh, dude, today's supposed to be the Rapture. Shut up, Blondie.
Yeah.
We might not have to worry about next week's game. Let it rip, folks. Okay, like they say on the Bear, Tony, let it rip. You know?
Oh my God, dude, Patty, what a super! Jesus.
I love it. Hey, well, Patty, if the Rapture comes today, we're not having lunch tomorrow, so let's put the Rapture off for one more day so we get that luncheon. You know what I mean?
Dude, I just searched the Rapture on Google right now, and the first thing that comes up is a quote: "Is the Rapture happening tomorrow? Pastor claims Rapture, end of world, September 23rd." It's like,
well, maybe Rapture is going to be good for us. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a big party. You know, a big Rapture party. Come on over to Paulie Mac's house for the Rapture. You know what I mean? As we get ready, I better start playing my records now. I better get my last list. Tony, the Rapture's coming in 10 minutes. You got time for one last song to listen to. Before it all goes into dust. What are you throwing on?
Ooh, God.
For today. Doesn't have to be like but it's it. The Rapture's coming. You got one song.
In My Time of Dying, Led Zeppelin.
Good choice. Good freaking choice. And it's a nice long track, too.
Yep.
Let me see. Where am I at right now? I don't even know. I might play. I don't know. Maybe I'll play like Quadrophenia from The Who. Just get like a whole side in. And I just saw The Who, so I'm like digging them. What?
I might do the entire Shine On You Crazy Diamond suite.
Yeah, it'd be a good last track. Remember when you were young, boom, bam, 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 bam. You shine like the sun, flam, 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 shine. Bro, I'm feeling that. You know what? Count me in. I'm coming to your place. I want to hear "Shine On You Crazy Diamond." Yeah, and Gilmore sings it, so I don't have to contend with that a-hole Waters. I've had it with Waters. I've had it. Yeah. Enough is enough with his big mouth. Enough.
You don't come down Ozzy's road.
He did it again. I don't know if you saw it. He did it again. He went back for seconds.
Of course.
He was like, no, it's like I said. He was a bumbling idiot. He was just like so disrespectful. I'm like, you know what, Waters? Show a little class, dude. Seriously, show a little class, bro. Dude. You don't speak ill of the dead. It's not cool.
Well, and also, like, they should thank Black Sabbath because, like, it's the rising tide lifts all boats. In that era, Pink Floyd was around in the same time as Black Sabbath, and I think that they both helped each other out, like as far as popularity and the Brits making really good music, whether it was metal or like psychedelic. I like to call Black Sabbath more like psychedelic rock or psychedelic funk rock because I was just playing some Black Sabbath with Bucket and Mark last week, and I'm like, God bless it, it's all just funk. Right, it like if you break down Black Sabbath music, it's funk, man.
War Pigs is basically a funk tune, and that whole thing Iommi's doing, it's a total funk line Iommi's playing. Yeah.
So, anyways, so you know what, Roger Waters.
Yeah, right at you. Hey, Waters, eat him and smile, as Dave would say. You know what I mean?
So that moves me to number 3, and then we'll wrap the show.
Okay.
When Scarlet Fire said, "I don't feel tardy."
Yeah.
Quoting,
I don't feel tardy. Yeah.
Quoting from the
Hot for Teacher
video of 1984, one of the greatest records ever made. I changed my number 3 question. I had a different number 3 question, but we can do that anytime. So number 3 is Hot for Teacher the best music video ever made?
You know what, dude? It's up there. It's definitely one of them. I mean, because, and that was all David Lee. He used to direct those. He would storyboard those. He was like, that was all his idea. I mean, the only one I would rival is the beginning of the Yankee Rose thing in the convenience store. Not in my store, you don't. You know what I mean? My doctor says I need a laxative. And she's knocking everything off the shelves. Then the other guy comes up and he goes, ooh, we're so close. Our breath is so close. Like, and she's like, not, dude, the girl, she's like, not if you was the last immigrant grocer on earth, honey. And then she walks away to honey. And then she like walks up with like 18 jars of packets of Tic Tacs and just drops them on the counter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tremendous. So I would say, to answer your question, hold on. Teacher, yes, but don't sleep on Yankee Rose, bro. Don't sleep on it.
Is it give me a glazed donut and a bottle of anything?
100% with the face paint and the spear. Yeah. Who knows what he was doing? Who knows? But don't forget about the other guy. The guy comes walking in, the like showbiz guy with the two girls, and he goes, forget about it, babe. Anybody gets in trouble, I don't have to know about it. Forget about it. And he walks out. Remember that? Like, he's got the two girls. Don't sleep on that dude either. Not my problem, babe. Forget about it. Yeah.
Dude, and by the way, Groeschel and Mark Gravy are on it with the glazed donut and a bottle of anything.
Yeah.
To go.
Well, see, now we got Soccer Bowl coming in, though. Boys, let's not forget Duran Duran, Girls on Film. That was probably where Rags would have the sock in his basement watching that one. For real. You know what I
mean? The only video I would have to put up against Hot for Teacher is Thriller. Michael Jackson's Thriller was basically said, you know what? I'm going to take the music video genre and just take it up a notch.
It was like a movie. It was like a short film, that thing. Yeah.
If you've ever watched the making of the Thriller, it's fascinating, man. It was fascinating. That whole thing was Ola Ray. I think her name was Ola Ray. Was the girl.
We all liked her. Yeah.
She was great.
Well, shout out to Acid Wash Jeans. You know what I'm saying? Acid Wash. Yeah.
Dude, who wasn't doing the the whole
By the way, if it wasn't for Thriller, we got to wrap the show too, because we're all over the place now. But if it wasn't for Thriller, we never would have had one of the greatest scenes from Revenge of the Nerds, dude. That's when the party jumps off, when they put Thriller on, dude. The Wonder Joints come out, the chaperones start burning. This is some good shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone's getting loose, and Thriller's playing the whole time, dude. Don't sleep. Last comment I'll make, dude. Don't sleep on Booger dancing with one of the Omega Moos.
Yep.
And just like basically kneading the dough. I'll just put it like that. They're like slow dancing, and that camera, he's just like this. He's just kneading, dude. He's kneading. And then he looks up, he goes, you moose sure can party. Dude, you moose, bro. You moose sure can party. Maybe on that note, we should wind it down. You know, where else is there to go? After you party with the Omega Moose, there's nowhere else to go.
Well, you know, I tried to be cool with the Alpha Betas during that movie until they put the burning sign on the front yard that said nerds and fire. Then
that's uncalled for. No, that's when your heart breaks. You watch that, you're like, you know what? Enough. Leave these guys alone. That bummed me out, the flaming nerd sign. Yeah, that was over the line.
Nothing's going to happen, Paulie, until nerd persecution ends.
Yeah. Okay? How about at the end? He's like, you know what? If you've ever been picked on, you ever feel like a nerd, why don't you just come on up here and stand with us? Back, they're all coming up. All right, Tony, Carlos De La Fuente, he couldn't make it to the show today, but we still give him, Tony, probably first and last time you'll ever hear me say this, and I'm doing it for comedic effect. I don't mean this. Let's give Carlos De La Fuente, Tony, his flowers. Okay, freaking flowers. You ever heard me say that? Of course not, and you never will again. We love Los D. He will be a guest on the show later this week. He has some stuff he wants to rap with us about, and he's a monster Niner fan. And he comes in with very harsh, unforgiving takes, and I love that about him. He's like, you know what? Cut Shanahan loose. Like, he'll say anything, and we will. We'll talk to Carlos. Carlos at myflexnow.com. He is one of our favorite guys, one of our favorite sponsors, and he is a specialist when it comes to money matters. Whether it is your mortgage, maybe it's a private money loan, you have to talk to him about what you're looking to achieve, and he will go to work for you. And I know he's been working with different people in the PMP community, including our favorite Corinne from Fairfax. They've been working on something together for a couple of weeks. But this is the thing, like, his specialty has been for a very long time HELOC loans, home equity lines of credit. If you've looked into that and you feel like that's something you and your family want to pursue, talk to Los first. I'm telling you, talk to Los about a HELOC loan, because that is his specialty. And again, Tony, for me, this is when I kind of fell in love with Carlos, when I found out that he would discourage his own freaking clients from like doing business with him if he thought it was going to hurt them. That to me says this is an honest human being we're talking about. And when it comes to your money, don't you have to have that in place? Like, you can't work with a guy who's handling your money if you don't trust him. That'll never work. So I would recommend you talk to Carlos De La Fuente about your situation. Have an honest conversation. Hey, man, I got 2 kids in college. The tuition is killing me. What do I do? We're running out of money. He's got answers. He's got solutions, and he's got suggestions. 925-250-4894, Tony. Los D.
Well, you talked about HELOCs. There's also Alt-A loans. There's also reverse mortgages. There's also refinancing. There's also he has the relationships with lenders where he can get good rates. Like those. He's a connected dude. Like, that sounds horrible. It sounds like it was a mafia dude.
He's connected in Providence. Yeah, he might be too. By the way, Los D might know people in Providence. We don't know. He knows a lot about Bronxdale. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? Now you can't leave. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so sorry, Los. I didn't mean to connect you to any organized crime, dude. But but seriously though, like, he says that lenders are dropping
the Gambino family. You know what I mean? He's done some stuff for the Lucchese's. Yeah, he's got all kinds of. We're kidding. No, he's not. I mean, Tony's right, but it's a good riff. Yeah,
it is a good riff. But lenders are dropping nationwide rate incentives, and the market's improving. And Los is on top of all of this stuff and has relationships with lenders, and he wants to help you out. Refinancers, buyers, you could save hundreds on your monthly payments.
Nice.
Give Los a call. So give Los a call, 925-250-4894. Even if you don't exactly know what to ask, just start a conversation with Los. He'll guide you in the right direction. 925-250-4894, or email Los, Carlos at myflexnow.com. One of our favorite people.
Yeah,
be familiar. Seriously.
And then on Thursday we'll put him on the show and we'll have a proper hangout. We'll do a longer session with Carlos. Hey, Tony, thank you so much for the grease riffs today. Really enjoyed those. The air slaps, one of my favorite moments of the show so far. Of all 8 months, dude. The air, and you played a long snap in your neck, fantastic. And I never really thought about that whole sequence there where Craterface and Rizzo were getting after it, dude, and they think it'd be a good idea to incorporate some suggested physical violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we like to party. I like to air slap Rizzo on the whole thing is insane. So Tony, thank you so much for that. Enjoyed the show today very much. We'll be back tomorrow night, Night Flight, y'all. Grab a cocktail, roll one up, make yourself comfortable. We always have a great time. I'm working on a special guest right now for tomorrow. I don't want to give it away yet though, because she hasn't confirmed yet, but I am working on somebody I think you guys would be really happy with. And she is a name from, let's see, if I don't get her Wednesday, maybe we can get her Thursday. But let's just give away a little hint. She has been known to have Raider ties. I'll leave it there. She has been known to have Raider ties. And we look forward to that tomorrow night, hopefully. Tony, yes, dude. Yeah.
Here we go.
Look at him. No, go. Can you go back? Can you go back?
Hold on.
There's a lot to see in that first thing you showed, dude.
Look at.
I mean, Tony, look at fun. There it is. Yeah, boom, dude. Stop it right there. It's all there. It's all there, dude. You got Fontaine, you got Marty, and then, dude, the moves Craterface is throwing, dude. It's barbaric. The guy's a barbarian. What do you got? What?
It's not Rizzo and Craterface. It's Kaniki and Cha-Cha, dude. With the fake air slaps.
Okay, fair enough. I'll misstep every now and again, but it's a good correction. Good correction.
Hold on a second.
We wind up with Zuko then.
Watch this. Hold on.
Right, I need to brush up. It's been a while.
Yeah, because I don't want to get pinged by YouTube. So
there it is. I just saw it. Yeah.
So look, you can see Travolta and Sandra D right there, and then you see Craterface and Rizzo at the bottom of the screen.
Cha-Cha's already moving in, and then, by the way, look at Fontaine, just checking everything out. Fontaine's just watching all the processions here. Yeah, keep this moving.
And, dude, shout out to the Rydell Ranger.
Yeah. And, again, Cha-Cha not wasting any time. She's like, I don't care if Sandy's right here. I'm moving in. I want Zuko, and here I come. Yeah.
Here come the air slaps. Here they come.
Okay, let's go.
Look at Fontaine.
Look at Kaniki, dude. Look at the disgust on Kaniki's face, dude. Kaniki looks pissed. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Dude. It's and look at Fontaine's face, the shock, the horror. Dude, look at the freaking horror. We need it again. I need this again. We'll wrap the show just one more time with the slaps. One more. Sorry, Spotify and Apple Music. You should find this to watch. Yeah. No. That's it. Let's end it. Let's wrap. Like Tom Tolbert used to say, "Oh, let's go home. Let's go home." There's nowhere to go after that, dude. Thank you. It's all I can do is thank you for your work, Tony. Thank you for being the producer you are. I couldn't have done that. I don't know where it came from, but thank you. Air slaps, Kanicki, Cha-Cha. Give me David Lee Roth. I got nothing left. Yeah. Let's go regroup. We'll have part 2 tomorrow night, dude. I don't think we're done with this. Keep that film nearby. We're gonna go back into this tomorrow night. Fontaine walking around, just like looking, just checking everybody out, dude. And by the way, before the slaps, he's suggesting like yeah. There's so much. I mean, it's mayhem out there at Rydell. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Dr. Young. Thank you, Los D. Thank you, PMP Familia, Noemi, Dom, Patty, Law of All, Karen Bell, Beat LA, all of y'all. Thanks for supporting the show. Aspiring Botanist, what's up? Hey, everybody, we'll be back tomorrow night. Have a great Tuesday. Go Giants. Enjoy your air slaps. And I might go back and watch Grease just to get some new riffs. You know, I mean, a little Hopelessly Devoted to You. A little Grease Lightning, whatever it takes. You okay over there, T?
Oh man, that got me. That really got me, dude.
The head's like he's fully committed too, snapping the neck. Yeah.
Like I said, man, Cha-Cha looks like she's 40, and it's supposed to be a high school senior dance.
And she scared me as a kid. She was so aggressive and hypersexual. I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't know what to do with that, like at the age of 10. Shout out to Cha-Cha doing J-Lo before J-Lo even considered it. Like, she's the real J-Lo as far as I'm concerned. All right, everybody have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow night. Cheers, PMP Familia. Thanks for stopping by today. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.